video. In today's video I'm going to show you what I read on vacation. I'm currently on vacation with my boyfriend and his family in Greece. Today we're on Paros and I'm going to tell you what I'm reading during this vacation. So first off, we left Saturday, so I already read something, but I wanted to show you guys what I'm reading now and what I already read. So first up, I started Friday with Funny Story by Emily Henry. This was one of my most anticipated releases of the year, and I'm finally got to it, and I really love this book. I love Emily Henry, her writing style so much, and this book is so good. I give it 5 stars. Obviously, it's actually 6 stars because I also tapped it, if you can see. There are really amazing lines in here. If you want to start reading Emily Henry, I really recommend, because it's just so good. In this book there was, I think, more spice than in other books, but I still really loved it. So I finished this yesterday on the plane to here, and I also started a new book I bought at the airport, and that is The Match by Sarah Adams. I'm currently at page 104, chapter 13 by Jake. Really loving it. I really love the story and the dual POV between Jake and Evie. I really think it's a really interesting storyline because I've never saw something like this before, because she has epilepsy and she has like a service dog, and she works for a company who trains service dogs, and then she meets a guy named Jacob, and she's going to help him find a dog for his daughter who also has epilepsy. So yeah, I really like it. It reads very easy. I read this very quickly, so yeah, I'm going to read that now. I also want to show you which other books I brought. So first up, I also brought The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. It's a really thin book, and I thought that maybe really nice and easy read. I also heard a lot of great things about this book, so really excited to get to this. Then after I finish the book I'm currently reading, I'm going to start Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood, also one of my favorite authors, and I'm really excited to see what she has done with this story. I did hear it is a little bit more spicy than her other books, so I'm very interested, but I also love just her writing. It's so easy to read and can't wait to start this one. Then I also brought Just for Summer by Abby Jimenez, also one of a very popular book, and also heard a lot of great things about this. I didn't read the previous 2 books in this standalone interconnected series, but it's not necessary. I've heard a lot of people say, so very excited. I also brought my e-reader with me, so I can also read books on there. So yeah, now I'm going to continue reading The Match. Hello guys, I just finished The Match by Sarah Adams. I really love this book. It's a really nice and quick and fun story, and also has some more real awareness in this book, like the main character has epilepsy, and I think that's really interesting because I never saw that in another book before. It's part of an interconnected series, I think. I'm not sure how the next book, I think, is called The Enemy. You can read a little bit of the next book in there. It's about the sister. It's about the sister of the main male character. So I also want to read that because I really liked her in the book. But as I said, it's about a girl called Evie, and she has epilepsy, and she has a service dog called Charlie. You can see on the cover, also very pretty cover as well. And she meets a guy called Jake. And he is set up by his own daughter, who wants to get a service dog, but at first he doesn't want one, so he blues her off and says, no, I don't want a service dog. But eventually he meets up with her again, and they get talking, and you know. I really liked the book, but there was some things I missed a little bit, more of like, there was a little bit of a conflict, but I think there was, I don't know, I just missed something. It's definitely not a 5 stars. I'm thinking about for a 4 stars or maybe 4.5. but I really liked it. I read it like 3 days, so it's pretty quick. It's also very short, so if you're wanting to read a quick, fun, cute book, then this is a book for you. So yeah, I'm going to read Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood after this, but not today anymore. I think we'll see. I didn't film a lot because I also want to enjoy my vacation here. So yeah, bye and see you when I start my next book. Hi guys! Welcome back. Or not really welcome back, but hi again. It's been a really long time since I last filmed. I think since I last filmed we were still in Paddles and now we're in Santorini. And I have some updates for you guys. So I started and finished Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood. I finished it in 3 days, I think. I really like this book. But I do like her other books better because there's more STEM in it, more science, and a little bit more of a deeper connection between the two characters. And I kind of missed that in this book. I did know before going into it, so it's not that I really expected it, so I'm glad I did know that. And she also says it in the beginning of her book, so I really like that she just says it beforehand. So yo, hey, look, it's not as my other books. It is also a lot more spicier than her other books, so be aware of that. If you don't like that, then this might be not the book for you. Overall, I really liked the story. There was a connection between them. It just was really, in the beginning, just really, yeah, I don't know how to say it. But to tell what this book is about, so it's about Rue, and she is doing research and she is not really financially stable, and she works for a company called Klein, and she occasionally does one-night stands with people she meets online, and one time she does it but something happens, and the day after that she sees a guy again at the company who is trying to buy the company she works for. So that's really complicated. But yeah, really liked it. Kind of like, not really enemies to lovers, I think. I don't know, really. Friends with benefits more, I think you can call it. I gave it like 4.25 stars because it's Ellie Hazelwood book. It reads very easily and I really love the story overall. But just kind of missed the STEM in it and the more deeper connection. But I just kind of knew, so I knew what I was expecting, you know. Then after that, I'm going to open because I read it on my Kobo. I started the cheat sheet. I started this yesterday on the boat on our way to Santorini. I really liked the story. I did not know what it was about before going into it, so it was really nice to go into it blindly. So here you can see it. The cheat sheet. Really love the cover, it's really cute. So it's about two friends who are secretly in love with each other but they don't know it. And this is also dual POV, by the way. Oh, Not in Love is also dual POV. Really love that because I don't know if our other books are. I don't remember it though, it being dual POV. But this one is, and I really like dual POVs in books. And this one is as well. And I really loved how you see both of the main characters talk about each other like they were really in love, but they just don't know it by the others. So yeah, eventually you have to fake dates. So it's friends to lovers who are secretly in love with each other, and they have to fake date. I ate that book. I read it in like 2 days. I finished it today. Yeah, you can tell I really like this book. I don't think it is a 5 stars for me because I don't see myself thinking about the book later on, but I really did like it. So I'm going to now give it 4.5 stars because I really love the character. I really love both of the main characters. There's also some mental rap in it. So yeah, I really loved it and I really recommend reading it if you are in need for a quick romance. I just read 2 books this summer, this vacation already by Sarah Adams, and I both read them at a very high pace, so I think she is doing a really good job. So yeah. After this, now I just finished this, I'm doubting between 2 books, or I'm going to look at, I think it's down here, or I'm going to start the rule book by Sarah Adams. Is interconnected with the cheat sheet. I don't know either about what this book is about, but I do know probably it's going to be about one of the other characters in the cheat sheet, so I know that. Or I'm going to start the Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I'm not sure which one I'm going to start. Maybe I want to start the rulebook maybe first because I'm now in the world, and maybe read the Bodyguard after that, but still deciding. This one came also out this year, I think. So I think I'm just going to go with this one because I'm already in the world and really enjoyed it. And it's, by now I think Sarah Adams is a really fast-paced author for me. So I think I'm going to eat this book also up. And I think I'm going to start the rule book by Sarah Adams. And once I start, I will try to update you guys. I'm really trying to update, but I'm also really trying to enjoy the vacation here and enjoy the time with my boyfriend and my boyfriend's family. So yeah, but if I can, I update you. Sorry if you see my camera shaking. It's on the side of the bed because I don't have anywhere else to put it, so just so you know. Okay, I'm going to I think start reading this book now, and after this we are going to dinner, and then I'll see you guys when I read a little bit more in the book. Hi guys, it's been a long while I think since I last saw you. Today is the 6th of June, Saturday, and it's 4:30 p.m. We had a really relaxing day today. We sat at the pool. I just made myself ready for dinner for later tonight. I'm a little bit burnt over here and here, so don't mind that. It happens. I did wear sunscreen. If you are sitting in the sun, wear your sunscreen. It's very, very important. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. The last time you saw me, I finished the cheat sheet and I was about to start the rule book by Sarah Adams. So since then, I started the rule book. So you can see. So I started it. I'm almost done with it. I think I'm like 60% through the book. And I'm really loving it. I really like the story, but I do like the cheat sheet better. Like the story and the friends to lovers. Because in this book it follows Nora and Derek is from the previous book. Nora is a new character. I'm 82% through. And they used to date in college, but they broke up. You get to know in the book why they broke up, because she ended the relationship and he was still hung up on her. She is an agent for the agent bureau who guides celebrities and football players, and all of a sudden she gets a job to be the agent for Derek, her ex-boyfriend. So that's a little bit awkward, a little bit complicated. So yeah, there are some things that are going on. So it's like, I think like kind of enemies to lovers, lovers to enemies, enemies to lovers. There's also fake dating, and there's also the one bed trope. Don't get me wrong, I really like the story. It reads again very easily. I really like Sarah Adams, her writing style. I just am flipping through the book in no time. So really liking it, but I do like the cheat sheet better, so I do think the rating is going to be a little bit lower, but we'll see. I'm going to try and finish it. I already downloaded a new book on my e-reader, my Kobo. I'm darting between 2 books. I am darting between The Bodyguard by Catherine Center or Butcher and Blackbird by Brian Waver. But I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go with the Butcher and Blackbird because, yeah, I was talking about it here on vacation too, and he said maybe it's better if you read it now like a dark romance, and you can read nice fluffy romances after that, so you can take a little break. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm really excited, but I'm also really nervous to start a book because I read like the trigger warnings, and I'm going to tell you guys. So one of the trigger warnings is accidental cannibalism and not so accidental cannibalism, questionable use of mummified corpse, and lobotomized manservant. That sounds kind of scary. I do watch Criminal Minds, so I can take it, I think, but it depends on how it's going to go, you know? So yeah, but I'm first going to finish the rule book, and after that I can start this one. I'm now at page 422 of the 508. So my Kobo says I have like, I think 45 minutes. I have like 60 minutes, so an hour left to go. So let's continue reading, and when I finish I will give you an update, I will give you a rating, and then we'll see what we're going to do next. Hi everyone, it's the next day. It's today the 7th of July. It's 5 p.m. here. First of all, sorry for the loud noise. I'm sitting outside, but because I wanted to change the scenery a bit. But I wanted to update you guys. I just finished the rule book by Sarah Adams. It's a book that comes after the cheat sheet. The cheat sheet I gave, I think, like 4.25 stars. I need to take notes of the ratings and giving the book, but I think I give like 4.25 per 4.5. But the rule book is like after the cheat sheet, so it's about the character that comes in the cheat sheet, Derek, and with his ex-girlfriend. I already explained this, I'm not going to explain again. I really enjoyed the story. It also reads again very quickly and easily, just as the cheat sheet did and The Match by Sarah Adams. I did, however, like those books better than the rule book. I really did still like the story and all, but I just didn't connect with it. There was some mental rap in it because the main character, main male character, has dyslexia. But I'm going to wait. There were some squats going through the street, but I think there was not much of that in the book, in my opinion. I did still like the book, as I still like the story, so I give it like 4 out of 5 stars, which is still very good. It's also closed door. There's only one spicy chapter, so you can skip it if you want. There's also in the beginning, it says that. I just started Butcher and Blackbird. I read 1 chapter already, and I'm like, what is this book? Wow. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but we'll see. Sorry, there's another quad going through the streets. I'm going to wait, because those things make a lot of sounds. The thing also is, I don't really know what this book is about. I do know it's like 2 serial killers, but that's the only thing I know. So yeah, now I'm going to continue reading. I'm at chapter 2 now. It's not that thick of a book. Kobo says it should take me like 7.5 hours, so we'll see. I'm really interested in what I'm going to think of this book, so I will update you guys. I will definitely be reading The Bodyguard, or just for the summer after this book, because I think I'm going to need quite a nice, fluffy, cute romance. So I think I'm going to go with The Bodyguard though. Okay, I'm going to continue reading and see you guys when I'll give you an update. next day. It's today the 8th of June. It's 3:40 p.m. I think, normally. I started Butcher and Blackbird yesterday. I read the first 2 chapters, so it was not really that far in. But currently I'm at chapter 15, imprints of page 204 of the 385 on my Kobo. Okay, so my thoughts. I was a little bit scared going into this because it's my first dark romance book. It's like a comedy dark romance book. So I did not know what I have to expect from it, because I've never read a book like this before. So I was a little bit scared going into it, especially when reading the trigger warnings, because there were some heavy trigger warnings. But I'm actually really liking it. I'm really liking the story. I really like the characters. There are some gross parts in it. I'm not gonna lie about that. If you don't like these things, I really recommend reading the trigger warnings beforehand, before going into the book, because it can be disgusting reading about some things. But in my opinion, I thought it would have been worse. So yeah, but I'm really liking it. I really like the chemistry between the 2 main characters, Rowan and Sloane. So they're both serial killers, and they meet, and a year after that they constantly meet at the same year after. So, and they have a competition going on. So yeah, I don't know really good how to explain it, but that's my best. If you want to know more about what it's about, I recommend looking it up. But I'm really liking it. I'm halfway through the book. I wish I could finish it today, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that, because we also have to go to dinner early. But I'm going to try to read as much as I can. But yeah, I'm really liking it. I don't know what else is going to come, but I do know, because there is a second book, Letter and Lark, and those characters are in this book, and reading it, I'm really interested to see what their book is about and how that develops. So yeah, I'm definitely going to read the second book, I think, because I'm really liking it and I'm really interested to see what their book is about. So yeah, so now I'm going to continue reading some more, and you guys will see me when I give you another update. Hi guys, it's been I think a day. Today is the 10th of July. It's almost 3 p.m. here, and I want to give you guys a little update. So now we're currently in Naxos, the last place we're going, sadly. So yeah. So as you guys know, I started Butcher and Blackbird. I finished it yesterday on the boat. So I liked it. I was not that disgusted by everything that was going on, because I was a little bit scared by it, because it's like a dark romance and all, but I thought it was okay. Sorry if you hear some noise, it's my boyfriend's. So yeah, so just so you guys know, I hope you can hear me properly. But yeah, I liked it. It was not my favorite book ever, but it read really quickly. There is a second book, Letter and Lark. I'm definitely going to read it because I'm very interested to see their story, and I think there is a third book coming, but I don't know when or who is it about. But I will definitely read those because I really like the writing style. It's really easy, and so yeah. For the rating, I think I'm going to give it like 3.5 stars, 3.5 stars. I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite book of the year. I liked it. This, nothing more, nothing less. It was okay. Then on the boat yesterday, I started The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I got almost halfway through reading it. I'm also a little bit annotating it, as you can see. If it wants to focus the camera. So yeah, really liking and really loving both the main characters as well as the female and the male. So she is his bodyguard. They're supposed to fake date. Love it. I don't want to tell that much because I went in blindly. I only knew that she's a bodyguard of him. That's the only thing I knew, and I really liked getting to know the story more and more and what is going to happen while reading it. So I'm not going to spoil too much. I'm just going to say it's like she's a bodyguard of him. He's famous, and there are some things happening. So yeah. Okay, then today I bought a book. We were exploring the city a little bit and we stumbled across a bookstore. So I obviously had to go in and I bought this book by Maggie O'Farrell, The Marriage Portrait. Maggie O'Farrell is a very well-known author, I think. She also wrote the book Hamlet, and this one is also Charlotte a Woman Prize Fiction of 2023. She's like a really known author. I know her especially from Jack Edwards, his videos, and I also have Hamlet at home, but I haven't read it yet. Oops. But I really want to. And I've heard about this, but not really know what story is about. The reason I bought this book is first of all its cover, because look at it. That's so pretty. Because there is another cover version, I will insert it here, but I'm not liking it that much. I'm liking this one way better. Also, I bought it because it's Maggie O'Farrell and I know she's like, I haven't read the book by her, but I just knew it has to be good. Also, the font, it's pretty thick, but like the font is pretty big, so that's a plus too. It's like a historical literary fiction. It is based on real events, but it's like a retelling, I think. It's about a girl in Italy. She married a man and they go to his place, Ferrara. I don't know how I have to pronounce it. But they go there and she thinks he's going to kill her. So this is based upon true events. I looked some things up. So yeah, but I'm really excited, so I think I'm a little bit in doubt. If I finish The Bodyguard, which I'm trying to finish even today or tomorrow, or I want to start this one, or I'm going to take it because it's under my book, under my camera, or I want to start Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Because I also heard a lot of good things about it. I've never read a book by her before. It's like in the Interconnected series from Part of Your Will, I think. So I hope it doesn't really matter. No, I know it doesn't really matter. I haven't read the first two books. But I'm not sure. I think now my feeling is saying I should read The Marriage Portrait and then this one, and then we'll see. I don't know yet. But I'm going to read a little bit more now in The Bodyguard. I'm currently at chapter 19. So far it's really going good. I'm also really liking, I think Jack, he is a main character. He's going to be in my top book boyfriends, I think. I'm really liking him. So yeah. So let's continue reading. We're going out for dinner tonight. I just straightened my hair a little bit because it was not looking that good. So yeah, let's read a little bit more and I'll see you guys when I finish this and give you guys my rating. So yeah, bye everyone. It's been a while. In today's video, it's already the 16th of July, Tuesday. I'm already back home for vacation, from my vacation in Greece. I really enjoyed it, and today I wanted to give you guys a little update on all the books I've read with all the ratings, the final ratings, because I did rate all the books during the video. But after some thinking about everything, I want to do a final rating. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So, for the books I've read, just a second. I read 8 books for the course of like 15 days. I started reading when I was on my way to the airport. So I started in the train and in the train back. So that's the time period. I included every book I've read from starting to go on vacation to the end. So first up, the first book I've read was Funny Story by Emily Henry. I started this book the day before we left for vacation, so I already read a lot of this book before starting the vacation. I read like, I think, almost like the whole book already, so I only had like 100 pages left, I think, 120, 150 pages left to read while I was on the train. So I read this book in 2 days. I was really excited to read this book because Emily Henry is one of my favorite authors. I was really excited about the story because the things I heard was, it's like, I think it did remind some people of Nick and Jess from Noogle, and I totally understand that. So this book is about Daphne, who is going to marry Peter, but suddenly he says, nope, I don't want to marry you. He is in love with his best friend, Petra. So she is stuck in the place she is. I think it's called Wedding Bay, Michigan. And she goes to live with the ex-boyfriend of Petra, Miles. And yeah, there's a Nick and Jess, you know. So I'm really bad at explaining things. But I really love the writing, love the banter between the two. I love the it's really hard to say I love the problem, but I loved how there was dealt with the problems they both of the main characters had. They really felt like real people to me. Obviously, this was such a good book. It's an Emily Henry book. It just can be bad, you know. So I give this book 5 stars, but it's definitely one of my 6-star reads. I will forever love this book, I think. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about the characters. So really, really love this. Then at the airport in Schiphol, Amsterdam, I went to the little bookstore there, and I saw this book, The Match by Sarah Adams. I never heard about it. I did hear about her art books, like the rule book, the cheat sheet, and Practice Makes Perfect and so, and like that, but never heard of this book before. And I thought the cover was cute, the yellow, the 2 people, and the dog. I really liked this book. I read it also in 2 days. I started this one on the plane after I finished Funny Story. I thought it was a really interesting book because she has epilepsy, and I've never read a book like that before. There are a lot of books with mental rap in it, but never something like this. And I really liked it. I really liked how it was written. I really loved the story overall. It's not something I'm going to think about forever, but I do give it 4.25 stars. It's a really nice, quick story to read. It reads very easily. So yeah, and there is a second book in it because it's like an interconnected series, and I definitely want to read it because I'm really excited. I think it's about one of his sisters, if I know correctly, but I'm not sure. But yeah, really like this book. It's really, really thin also, so yeah, really like this one. Then after that, I read another anticipated release for me, and that is Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood. I heard a lot of things about it, both bad and good. I did hear that it has a lot more spice than the other books, and I can confirm that. But the spice in the book is also part of the story, so it's not just smut, you know? There is a lot of it in it, but it contributes to the story because it's important. I didn't know what it was about, obviously. That's what I'm always doing, going blind into books. But I really liked it. I always love Ellie Hazelwood, her writing. She just does it every time. She and Emily Henry are definitely to-buy authors for me. I will read and buy every book they will publish. I just will do it. There was a little less science in this book than her other books, but I did still like it. I still love the story, I still love the characters, but it was not like love theoretically of the love hypothesis for me. Sorry for pronouncing it wrong, I'm really struggling with that word. But I still gave it 4.5 stars because there is a lot of going on in here. They both have their problems. So yeah, I really recommend reading this. If you don't like spice, maybe this is not the book for you, because it is also part of the story, so it's kind of important to know. I think you could skip the chapters where or the parts where there is spice, but yeah, really still loved it and really recommend it. Then after those 3 physical books, I got into my e-reader and I started the first book in a cheat sheet series by Sarah Adams. So I read the cheat sheet by Sarah Adams. I really love this. It's like a friends to lovers, so they've been best friends for a really long time, since high school. And it's dual POV also. Forgot to say that. This is also dual POV. And this, funny story or not, sorry. But this one is dual POV, really like that. And this is also dual POV, so it's 2 best friends who love each other but don't know it. He is a football player and she is a dancer who owns her own dance studio. And there are a lot of things going on. Eventually they have to fake date, the one bed trope. So let me say it was a really, really good book. I think I also read it. All of the books I read in like 2 to 3 days. So yeah, I was on a good grind on vacation. just let me tell you that. But I really loved it. I really liked how easy it read, but also she has some struggles and he as well. And I loved how that was done and written. So yeah, I give this book 4.5 stars. I really liked it. I was just not a book I'm going to think about forever. That's why not the 5 stars. Then after the cheat sheet, I read the next book in it, and that's the rule book. It follows a different character. It follows Derek and Nora, I think. Yeah, Nora. Derek and Nora, they used to date in college, but they broke up for a reason. Nora broke up, but he still hung up on her. She actually as well. She is an agent, he's a football player. It was a good book. I'm not going to explain it wholly, but I really liked the story. It's same as the cheat sheet. It reads very quickly, very easy. It's just a nice summer book. I rated this 4 stars. I really liked it, but I just liked it a little bit less than the cheat sheet because I just like the main characters in the cheat sheet better than these ones. Then after that, I read a book I wanted to read for a really long time, but I haven't. And I just thought, maybe, why not read this? Why don't we jump into it and see what happens? So I read Butcher and Blackbird. I'm the writer. Forgot it, but I'm going to put it here. But I read that book. It's one of my first, it's my first dark romance comedies. I was a little bit scared going into it because I did hear it is a lot of explicit scenes in it. So, but I thought, I watched Criminal Minds. I watched Grey's Anatomy. Nothing I can handle. And I could handle it. It was fine. Overall, I liked it. It is about 2 serial killers who meet one day and they start a competition yearly. Really hard to explain. I don't really know how to explain it. But I think for my first dark romance, it was pretty okay. I liked it. I read very quickly. There were some graphic scenes in it, but overall, it didn't disturb me that much. I don't know, that says more about me than about the book, but okay. But it's not something I loved. It's something, it was good. Nothing more. So I gave it 3.5 stars. I'm really interested to see the next book, because there is a next book, Leather and Luck, and I think there is another book coming, but not sure. But I do want to read Leather and Luck because I'm interested in it, and I just want to see what happens next. So yeah. Then after that, I thought I need a little bit more of a cute romance book. So I picked up The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. Let me tell you, I was not prepared for this book. Totally not. I heard a lot of good things about this book. I heard Haley Pham talk about it. She thought she really liked it. I think she gave like 4, 5 in between the 5 stars. So I knew it was good. I didn't know much about it. I just know she's a bodyguard of him, and that's it. And I really liked going into this book blindly because it's made it even more special to me. So I'm not going to talk about it too much. I didn't talk about it previously more, so I'm not going to do that now. But I really liked it. This book has a special place in my heart now. I'm still thinking about it during this day. The characters, the main male character, he is going to be one of my favorite book boyfriends in the top, definitely. But I really love this. This is one of my favorite books of the year, I just know. It is a 5-star, even a 6-star, so I'm definitely going to read other books by Catherine Center, because if her other books are like this, I need it. So yeah. Then, after that, I had one more physical book with me that I didn't buy there, and that was Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I started this. I didn't show much of it while reading this because I finished this on the boat going back to Piraeus. So yeah, but I really like this book. It was a good book. I do think because I maybe didn't read the other 2 books before this, I wasn't that emotionally invested in this, but I do want to read the other books. Maybe I should have done that before, but hey, that's too late now. But I really like the writing. I'm definitely going to read more of her books because I really did love the writing of Abby Jimenez and how there's mental rep in this and how complicated how her characters are. So yeah, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. I do think I would have liked it even more if I read the other 2 books in this interconnected standalone series, but yeah, still liked it very much. Then on the plane and on the boat, also on the boat and on the plane home, I started Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I did read last year Meet Me at the Lake, I think it's called. Yeah, Meet Me at the Lake. But I didn't like it. I gave it like 2 stars. It was just not for me, but I did want to give the author another chance. And I really liked it. I did actually like the book very much. It was very fast-paced to read for me. But it did remind me a little bit of The Summer I Turned Pretty because it also takes place in a small town in Canada then, but like a beach town, and there are 2 brothers. There's her. It switches also between the present and the past tense. You know, I don't know how to say it. I liked it, but I didn't love it that much. I'm not attached to the characters, and it took a little bit too long for me. It was a little bit dragged out. In my opinion, I also guessed what was going to happen in like the early beginning, what happened, what the problem was. So I think because of that, it just wasn't that for me. But I really liked it more than the art book, so I gave it 3 stars. I'm really interested to see her other book she released this year. I forgot the title of it because I did hear a lot of very good reviews of it and a lot of people liked it even more than the other 2 books, so I do want to read that one as well. But yeah, it was a good book overall, but just not something I really loved or really liked, you know. So that are all the books I read on this vacation. I really loved doing this. It was a little bit hard to film every time I was reading because I also wanted to just read in peace because I was on vacation. I hope you guys liked the video as well. I'm definitely going to do one, I think, when I'm going on vacation with my parents as well. I think, not sure. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it because, yeah, I don't want you to come for me when I don't. But we'll see. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave down in the comments if you are going on vacation or have you already been on vacation and where to. See you guys soon. Bye!